Hi, I'm Dana Koala from Walthers Trains, and I'm here to show you some of our new products at the Amherst Model Railway Show. First up, we're going to talk about some new proto diesels and rolling stock. We have right up here, these have just come out, are some new EMD Jeep 35s. These are all loaded with road name specific detail, road name specific lighting. They're available, as are all our proto locomotives with Loc Sound 5 DCC and sound, or as straight DC models. And we have another run of our SW9, 900, and 1200 switchers. And this is a sneak peek. We have pre-production models of our upcoming EMD SD9s. These are going to be out probably around May or early spring. And moving down the line, we have some new proto cabooses, a Santa Fe model available in 3 era-specific road name or schemes, and we have a Milwaukee Road caboose. This is again a pre-production model of their famous ribside caboose. And then here we have a car that I'm very excited to be able to show you. This is a brand new tool, and I don't think anyone's ever done this car. It is a Greenbrier 110-ton flat car. Its primary use was with the Department of Defense. It carries a lot of military equipment and military containers, and I know a lot of military railroad modelers they've been really excited about this car, so we're really happy to finally have it out. And then other entries include we're coming out with new Amtrak cars. This is the new Club Dinette. It's part of our Amfleet series. And then we have some new freighters, some new thrall gondolas, and 30,000 and 23,000 gallon tank cars. And then if you're more into transition era power, we have a set of new E-units, E8s and E9s, as well as FP7s. And again, these are all loaded with road name specific detail, road name specific lighting features. And one of the coolest things we're coming out with as far as locomotives are anyone who's a fan of the Union Pacific Heritage Fleet. We have a bunch of the cars out now, and they're in stock at Walthers. And we also have the locomotive that pulls any of that equipment, which is this Union Pacific E9, and it's the modified version that runs today. So it includes a beacon, it includes ditch lights, and they all operate with DCC. And next up, I'll show you some of our mainline products. And now for mainline, we have a bunch of new open auto racks. And these were very common cars in the 60s and 70s, which is an era we see more and more people wanting to model. They're offered in both tri and bi-level versions, and these shielded cars are really neat. These came out in the 60s and lasted into the 80s, and they were sort of an interim car between the open and the closed auto racks, and those are also available in tri or bi-level versions. We have some of our new G85 flat cars, railgun gondolas, and our very popular mainline 25,000 gallon tank cars, another run of those. And for all new tooling, we have this NSC well car. This is a car that we've received many requests for, so we were really happy to be able to bring it to market. And we think a lot of modern era modelers are going to be very happy with that as well. Another modern era car that has been very successful and popular are these 72-foot reefers back here that actually have the refrigeration unit up front. And again, if you stand trackside in most places in North America, you're going to see some of these rolling by. And then finally here at the end, we have new runs of some of our popular Walthers mainline box cars. including our 60-foot auto parts car. And our ACF 50-foot exterior post box car. So now let's take a look at Cornerstone and Scenemaster. And now for Cornerstone, we have a bunch of new HO as well as some N-scale buildings to show you. We have a modern furniture factory, which has a lot of rooftop details and all sorts of different details, including some loading bays on the ends. An N-scale grocery warehouse. It's another common type of structure that you see all over the United States, as well as these new N-scale versions of our Golden Valley depot and freight house kits. Continuing back to HO, we're finally able to show these. These were announced a couple years ago, but these are our standard Pennsylvania station in HO and a Pennsylvania interlocking tower. So again, these are based on Pennsylvania Railroad prototypes. And we have our mid-century modern house. We're continuing to model the American suburbs with this classic flat-roofed house, as well as we're excited to offer this is a wood kit, and it's modeling a house under construction, so you could have your own development going on. And one of the most exciting kits that we've done recently is this mid-century freight house, which is it's based on a facility that was built on a southern branch line, but is really a style that would fit into just about any locale and railroad. And then moving on to Scenemaster, we have a selection of Chooch products, and some of the newer items are this transformer load, which is a brand new version. I know we had an older version in the past. This one includes some tie-down detail. It's a really easy kit to put together and really enhances a depressed center flat car. And we have these have been really popular not only with railroaders but with vehicle collectors, are these LLV mail trucks. And they're available in every paint scheme they appeared in with the U.S. Postal Service, as well as the two Canada Post schemes. And please note, these are pre-production models, so they don't have the mirrors or those other details on them. And also the Morgan Olson delivery trucks. And these are available in delivery versions, food truck versions, as well as some emergency and police schemes. And again, they all feature appropriate details. And then moving along, we have some other new vehicles here. These are the flatbed trailers. These have some underbody detail. These include landing gear that you can install and some container chassis. These are the short ones here, but these are also available in longer lengths to fit our other container lengths. And then one last Scenemaster kit that's been really popular is our built-up chain link fence, which, as much as I love our kit, I like this better. And finally, we'll take a look at some of our track. And for Walthers track, we have some new pieces that I think are going to make track laying a bit easier for folks, and that is these single crossovers. They're available in right and left-hand versions. They have number 6 frog angles. Like all of our turnouts, they're DCC ready. They have isolated frogs, snap action points, and it saves you a lot of time from having to cut and fit 2 turnouts together. We've already done that work for you, so you can just set it right into place on your main line. And we also have these 2 new Y turnouts, both is in a number 3 and number 4 frog angles. These make it easy if you're modeling a yard or industrial situation, maybe modeling a Y. These are the turnouts that are going to help you with that. And we're going to continue to expand our track line in both Code 70, Code 83, and Code 100 with things like we have our Code 83 branch line flex track, which features narrow ties that you would see on a more rural line. And up here you can see we have our standard Code 83 flex track and a turnout, but we also offer a transition track that makes it really easy to transition from Code 83 to Code 70. So it's really easy to make a realistic looking siding. And all of the track shown here is currently available at walthers.com or from your favorite Walthers dealer. Thank you for joining me here at the Railroad Hobby Show.